Hi, my name is Miles Boucher. Welcome to the channel. Today, I'm here to talk about this. For those who don't know, it is, look at my watch, February 14th. That's Valentine's Day. Classically a day for lovers and for getting together, showing appreciation, all that jazz. It's not a bad day. I actually don't think it's a bad day, and I'll tell you for a couple of reasons that we can get to. It has been co-opted into what's known as SAD, or Singles Awareness Day. Some people walk around wearing black and go around and show that they're single. I guess I'm doing that. I was actually just gonna head out, but this is my jacket. So Valentine's Day and SAD. What some people don't know is that today is also my birthday. Yeah, it's my birthday. At least it was going to be. I was my due date was on February 14th, 1990 was the year I was born. So yeah, I was going to be born on February 14th, and I was not, obviously, February 12th. And for years, I thought it was because, I came early. All of the media that I had consumed over my life said that, babies come early. They always happen unexpected. Every movie, every TV show, the babies come early. The babies come early. So I thought I was going to be a Valentine's baby. That's how my parents put it. You're going to be a Valentine's Day baby. I said, that's great. I was going to be born on Valentine's Day. And then I was born on February 12th. And so I used to tell people, I said, I was going to be a Valentine's Day baby. They said, really? That's great. What day were you born? I said, February 12th. I said, oh, that's weird. What's February 12th? And I said, well, I don't know. So I looked it up. Turns out February 12th is actually a birthday, a very important birthday. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, one of the greatest U.S. presidents we've ever had, comes up a lot in the media right now, is actually born on February 12th, my birthday. I said, oh, that's what. So that's how I tell people now. I say, oh, I was born on Abraham Lincoln's birthday. I was going to be born on Valentine's Day, February 14th. I don't mind the publicity so much. It doesn't get as much press. I get to enjoy my day. And that was pretty much that. And, I liked that. I did. And then finally people started asking me, because kids, much cleverer than me, started asking me, why weren't you born on Valentine's Day? Why weren't you born on Valentine's Day? I said, well, I don't know. So I went home that night and I asked my folks, because I realized I just assumed that I came early. I never asked, how it happened or why. So it was probably about middle school. I went home and I asked, why, Mom, Dad, why wasn't I born on Valentine's Day? And they said, well, you were due on Valentine's Day, but you were scheduled for February 12th. And that really hurt. Because February 14th, Valentine's Day, this day of love and appreciation was so wildly important. And, it was the day that I was, destined to be born on. I was scheduled. Turns out I was due on like a Thursday, and the doctor only did deliveries on like Tuesdays. And so he looked at the chart and said, well, he's due on Valentine's Day, which would be really cool, but I don't really do that. So I'm going to bump him to February 12th. Is that okay? And my parents said, yeah, fine, whatever. I imagine there was probably more talk like that. I don't know if it was that cavalier. We never really got into that, but I was devastated, so I don't really remember the rest of the story. So this romantic idea I'd built up over the years that I was, I was so excited to greet the world that I showed up 2 days early was just cut right in it. Clean in half. That I was scheduled for February 12th, that I was due on Valentine's Day, and I was born on a day that was convenient for the doctor. That really hurt. Like, that really, really hurt. Still kind of does. So, because of so many things, so many reasons, I suffer from any number of mental illnesses. One of them is clinical depression, major depressive disorder is what it's actually called. And then also 2 is codependency, which is a type of like addiction to people, I guess. You call them up on the mental health hotline. You say, I suffer from codependency. and clinical depression. Suicidal thoughts. They'll be like, well, which do you want to work on first? Do you want to work on the suicidal thoughts, the clinical depression, or your substance abuse issues? Was what I actually got asked, and I went, what? Turns out it's literally like addiction. So I talked to them about that, and because of that, I'm very prone to being very attached to people, very connected to people, and so for years, but because of my depression, I tend to devalue myself. So I overvalue people, I devalue myself. And so for years, I would go around, and I was always in a relationship, just constantly in a relationship, around Valentine's Day. And I wouldn't celebrate my birthday. I would celebrate Valentine's Day, and of course celebrate their birthday. But like I just wouldn't value this time of year because it was painful for me. I was supposed to be born on a day, and I would always defer to what I literally called my better half. So they were always my better half. My partner was always my better half. So for my birthday this year, February 12th, I decided to kind of invert that. And so what I found was this beautiful, beautiful TED Talk. I'll post it in the comments below. But there was this beautiful TED Talk that was called, Who Should You Really Marry? Like, who's the person you should really marry? And it's a very clickbaity title. I know it. We all know it. But I clicked on it anyway. And it was actually a very beautiful talk, very beautiful, very touching talk about how you need to marry yourself. Coming from this woman who was a divorcee 3 times, been married 3 times, divorced 3 times, and was now in a long-term relationship again, that she was like, we'll see where it goes. Because her biggest thing was she had to love herself. She had to love and respect and cherish herself. So for my birthday this year, I've been toying with the idea for about a year now. I wanted to celebrate, for me. Now, I amazingly had like 2 back-to-back parties. One of them was a surprise party, absolutely amazing. But I still want a day or some time for me. And for what I want to do and accomplish. So one of the things that I got for myself this year was like I said, this idea of marrying yourself, getting myself a ring. So I literally just drew it on with Sharpie, and it's a couple days old now, but it's still there. I've been told that this is a terrible idea, but it's from like my naturopath friends who, I don't believe in Eastern or Western medicine, so I don't trust anybody. We have no idea what's killing us. So anyway, this idea that a simple symbol like a ring, something that you gift to yourself that says I belong to me. I belong to me. Nobody else owns me. I don't own anybody else. I belong to me. And more importantly, I need to value myself. I need to treasure myself. Is really, really important on my birthday, and particularly on what I hope to transition to as a celebration of my birthday, or maybe like an anniversary to myself, something like that. Because today I want to, there's so much talk about how Valentine's Day is this, corporate, corrupt thing. It's an appropriation of Roman holidays, like all the holidays are appropriations of other holidays, which is another talk for another time. Point being, Valentine's Day does not have to be this kind of corporate, awful, terrible thing, because it's my birthday. It was when I was due. It's when I most associate, it's the time of year that I most associate with myself, or when I think about, my ideal life. I would have been born on Valentine's Day, and every year I would have been able to celebrate my birthday with the people that I find, or the people that I most want to spend it with, my closest friends, my closest family, my closest partners. And so that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do moving forward. And that's what this is about. It's a promise to myself that I'm going to value myself, that I'm going to be honest with myself, and that I'm going to ask for what I want, when I want it, and trust that I'm gonna give it to myself. When those things happen, and when I can do those things. It won't be everything, and it certainly won't be all of the time. But when I can be happy and loving to myself, I should be. And so that's where this idea of Valentine's Day, birthdays, and marrying yourself has kind of led me. So this Valentine's Day, my birthday, I hope that everybody can just kind of gift themselves a little bit of that. Maybe don't go the whole hog. Maybe don't buy yourself a ring, but just give yourself a little bit of love. Just a little bit. Just find something tangible that you can do, even if it's just drawing on, or it can be, a little bit of string. It doesn't have to be a ring. Just something that says you belong to you, that you love yourself, that you cherish yourself enough to do something that you love, that you value, and just do it. Just do it. 5 minutes today, all day, all night. Just pick a day in the year, an anniversary, your birthday, the birthday that you wanted to be born on maybe, and just do it. Just do it. God, is this a Nike ad? I hope not. And maybe we'll all feel a little bit better. Maybe we'll be able to get up in the morning a little bit easier. Maybe we'll be able to do something to help other people a little bit more if we feel like we're being a little bit more true to ourselves. That's what I hope to do. That's what I'm hoping to do. And that's what I want to do. So, yeah. So this Valentine's Day, be well. Take care of you. Take care of the people that you love. And most importantly, love yourself. All right? All right. Till next time. Bye for now.